Hi folks, how's it going? Welcome to another video. This is going to be my thoughts on the games that I got for Christmas 2014. So I've actually had the chance to play almost every one of these games now. I've not played two, but I've got reasons why I've not played those two. So yeah, we'll get to them. And yeah guys, we'll get on with it. And at the end of the video I will put them in order and going by how much I've enjoyed them. So this is a PS4 game, the only PS4 game. And it's a game that I've put almost 20 hours into at the moment. Spent a lot of time in this game so far. It's definitely my favourite game that I've got for Christmas, and it is Far Cry 4. Been looking forward to getting Far Cry 4 for so long. Ever since I first saw gameplay of it, I was like, this game's going to be absolutely tremendous. Just like the third game. And yeah, so far guys, really good. I'm like 6 missions away from completing the game. I've just been doing a lot of side missions and that. I think you could probably complete the game in about 11, maybe 10, 11 hours maybe. But I've been doing a lot of side missions and like exploring and stuff because I have a lot of fun, guys. The open world, it looks absolutely tremendous. Hunting animals again, just like Far Cry 3 again, just brilliant. Psycho, main bad guy, who I actually call Deplore. This guy is not Deplore. This is Pagan Min. And his light will shine upon us all. So yeah, Pagan Min is his name. I don't know how I got mixed up with another guy. But anyway, yeah, Far Cry 4 guys, absolutely fantastic game, and a bit of a spoiler for the end of this video, my favourite game I got for Christmas. So yeah guys, we go with the PS3 games. Now I've not put a lot of time into these, obviously I've been wanting to, just try them out, see what they're like. I'll actually start with the one that's over here guys. I actually forgot to include it. But I've put I would say almost 3 hours into this, which is the longest I've spent playing at, any of the any of the PS3 games that I got for my Christmas. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this one guys. It's Dirt Showdown, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It's it's a dirt, but it's with like like stock car racing, so like destruction derbies and things. It's quite good, I mean, it's not going to say it's like Destruction Derby on the PS1. Destruction Derby on PS1 is just absolutely classic, and Driven to Destruction on PS2 again was absolutely fantastic as well. Quite an uncommon title I think is Driven to Destruction on the PS2, but it's a really bloody good game. But this is still a good game guys, I do notice a lot of the tracks are repeated. It's kind of like Dirt 3, they're repeated like so many tracks. You look at the the little table thing, you have to climb the table, you see. Look at the table and it's like all these different squares, you think, oh look at all this content, look at all these races guys. But unfortunately a lot of them are, repeated tracks, which is a pain in the arse, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, Dirt Showdown guys, it's yeah, I would say it's what I expected it to be. Fun, enjoyable, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. So Dirt Showdown. Next one, I'll probably put about half an hour into this, not too long, but it seems quite good, is Mafia 2. I just want to give you a heads up guys as well. Each and every one of these games that I've played so far, I've enjoyed them. Good thing is I've not got a game here that I've, not enjoyed playing. I mean, I've only played them for like, what, half an hour each, I mean, it's not long. But first impressions, guys, are actually quite good for all of these games. But anyway, guys, Mafia 2 is it's a 2K game. So it's got that kind of like Italian gangster, like mafia thing going on. The shooting, it seems really good, guys, I wouldn't say I've only put half an hour into it, but from what I've played of it, the shooting seems really good. And the story, it seems like a story you could probably get into, yeah, overall guys, I would say it seems like a really good game. I think it's kind of like old cars and things, you got whether they are the old cars, I'm not really sure what it looks like to be honest. But yeah, old cars set in like the 1970s or something, or 1980s, something like that. And yeah guys, it looks like a really good game. So that's Mafia 2. Next game is Darksiders. Which for me is, again guys, a really good game. A game I'm looking to get for quite a while. I wasn't really sure what kind of game it was, but it's kind of like it's a hack and slash platformer with RPG elements, I think. Could be wrong. But yeah, guys, it's definitely a hack and slash game anyway. It's a lot of fun, guys. Hack and slashes for me, they're kind of, for me, they're kind of risky. You have like a good game or a bad game. Look at like Warhammer Space Marine. That was like a hack and slash kind of game. I didn't like it at all. It just wasn't really interesting. But for me, it seems like a game that'll really get interesting as the game goes on. So yeah, Darksiders, guys. Again, not really put too much time into it. Probably about 50 minutes. There's fireworks going on outside. And yeah, seems like a really good game as well. The next game is The Saboteur. And again, guys, this was another one of those games I was interested in getting, but I didn't really know too much about it. It's like a third-person, like open world kind of game. It's like kind of like Grand Theft Auto kind of thing. An open world. But for me, what really gets me with this is the art style. It's black and white, and for me, that's actually really bloody good. I looked it up online. People were complaining, "Oh, I don't want to play a black and white game." But for this kind of game, guys, it goes so well. So it's kind of like black and white, dark kind of colours, and then once you like complete missions and like liberate certain areas and things, you start to see colour. For me that sounds really interesting. You play as an Irish guy, you're obviously in France, and you've got a French companion. I also didn't think it would be so humorous and funny to actually hear a conversation between an Irish guy and a French guy. It's quite funny, and I do hope that continues throughout the whole game. I think that'd be quite funny. The Irish guy's like, a piece of piss, and the French guy's like, I'm not too familiar with that phrase. And the Irish guy's like, it means yes. It could be real interesting to see the interactions between a French guy and an Irish guy. It could be quite funny, some funny bits of dialogue. But yeah, guys, so far the Saboteur seems quite good. You're killing Germans in France. So it seems like a really interesting game, guys. I'm looking forward to giving that more of a shot. Definitely. Next game is Ridge Racer Unbounded, which it doesn't feel like Ridge Racer. I think I played this one for like probably just over an hour. I put a little bit more time into this one. But for me it feels more like Burnout or something like that. It doesn't feel like Ridge Racer, but for me it works. It works well. You like cruising along the street, you can activate boost and you can like crash into walls and buildings and things, or just take your opponents out with like boost. For me it's Fast and Furious, but it's a really good game. From what I've played so far, the music's fantastic. It's that like clubby, dubstep, drum and bass kind of stuff. Not heard of many artists. I've heard of Skrillex. A few Skrillex songs in there, like Kill Everybody and Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, I think it is. It's really good songs in the game. So yeah, that's Ridge Racer Unbounded, or Burnout Unbounded. But yeah, good game so far, ain't gonna lie. Next game is Saints Row 2. I was a bit skeptical about this one because I did hear it was more Grand Theft Auto like, whereas the third game, fourth game, just absolutely bloody crazy, but crazy in a good way. I really liked the third and fourth game, especially the third game. Fourth one was quite good as well, but third one was definitely the best. But for me, I was a bit skeptical. But it seems really good, guys. You escape from this like bloody hospital or something, and it's quite bloody hectic stuff. It's quite crazy as well. It's kind of crazy, but it does feel more serious compared to the later Saints Row games. But yeah, guys, from first impressions, Saints Row 2 seems really good. You've got your creative character thing, which is quite good. It's quite, you've got quite a lot of things to choose from. So that's really good. You make them as bloody crazy looking as you want, You can give them different women like facial expressions. You have like a crazy looking expression, or a grumpy looking expression, or a really happy looking expression. Tons of different expressions. So the character creation actually it's quite good. So Saints Row 2 seems quite good. Next one is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas. I've probably put about 40 minutes into this one. It seems quite good. If you're a graphics whore, you'd probably hate this game. It looks more, I feel like it looks more like a PS2 game. But for me, graphics aren't everything. Definitely not. And the game seems really good. Quite tough. I'm quite rusty. It was ages since I played Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas 2. That was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a long time since I've played through that game. So I'm a bit rusty when it comes to Rainbow Six Vegas. But it seems like a good game as well, guys. I'm not going to say it's better than the second one because I've not really played too much of it. I don't think you'll have like character, a more in-depth like character like curation thing. How you could like in the second game you could like change like camouflage and stuff like that. I don't know if you can do that in this game. I've not really encountered that yet. But yeah, guys, it does seem like a really good game. You could probably pick this up for £2 or £3. And it's a first-person shooter, and we've got like third-person like cover mechanics. But yeah, it's quite good. Next game is the fireworks are bloody getting distracting, I tell you. They've got Dungeon Siege 3, which for me is actually another one of those games that was kind of, I didn't really know too much about, but it's like an adventure RPG, and I hear a lot of people say the game, it gets bored really quickly apparently. The story's not that interesting, characters are really bland and wooden, not that interesting. From what I've played of it, which is probably about an hour, it seems quite good, I mean, story maybe not the best, maybe not just one of its strong points, but for me it still, seems like a really good game, the kind of game I'll probably get into. One of those long games though, so I'm not sure if it'll, be able to hold my attention throughout the whole game, like games like Dragon Age and Mass Effect and that can do. But you never know, guys, you never know. I might get a pleasant surprise with this one. So yeah, from what I've played up so far, Dungeon Siege is actually not too bad a game. Adventure RPG. Next one is Midnight Club Los Angeles on PS3. I don't know why I keep saying on PS3 because these are all PS3 games apart from Far Cry. So yeah, Midnight Club Los Angeles. It felt bloody weird. I was like, how the hell do you start the bloody car? You could probably change it, but you've got to use the right analog stick to brake and, accelerate. Push it forward to accelerate it and push it back to brake. I'm not too struck on that. I mean, you can probably change it to like the X button or the back button or whatever, the R2 button. But for me, I'm not really a big fan of using the sticks to accelerate and, brake. But apart from that, guys, it seems really good. It's what you'd expect from a Midnight Club game. It's quite the steering and that seems quite good actually. And you've got, obviously it's a big open world in Los Angeles, and you got tons and tons of races to do. So yeah, Midnight Club. I've not put too much of time into this, guys. Probably about 40 minutes. But so far, not too bad a game. Next game is Naughty Bear. Now, when I first played this, I was speaking to Stars Gaming on Skype, and it was at Christmas. I actually played it on Christmas Day, or Christmas night, and after I've been bloody drinking alcohol. So, the way I feel about this game at the moment is it's kind of cloudy. I mean, I was enjoying it when I was drunk. It seemed quite funny. I don't think I did very much though. I've not actually put this on since that day, so I've not played it sober, I just played it drunk. And it seemed bloody mad, I tell you. There's the back. Yeah, it seemed bloody crazy. You've got to kill these bears and knock the stuffing out of them. And they'll try and escape. They'll try and get on a boat and bloody escape, guys, They see you as a big threat, a bloody teddy bear going around with a bloody machete. Why wouldn't you run away, And the phone, the police bears, and then the police bears come after you. It's bloody stupid. But it's one of those games, guys. It's one of those interesting, unique kind of titles. And for me, it's quite funny. I'm not going to say it's one of the best games in the world, but it's a decent game. It feels quite funny. It definitely puts a smile on your face. I don't think anybody will actually play this game and not smile while playing it. It's just that kind of game that makes you laugh. The frame rate's quite shit. It's really shit, to be honest. You know, when there's like enemies and like too many bears on the screen, it'll start to like lag and stuff. The frame rate's a bit crap. But the game's not bad, guys, I'm not going to lie. So far, from what I've played of it, it doesn't seem too bad. So that's Hen Naughty Bear. I've still got to give it a try when I'm sober. So, that'll be interesting. Next game I have is 007 Legends on Gotta do it again. On PS3. Yeah, 007 Legends. Not too sure what to think of this one. I think I've played it like an hour. I'm on the Goldfinger scenario. For me, there's a few things. There's one big thing I really don't like. It feels, this isn't the big thing, by the way. This isn't the thing I don't like. But it feels like GoldenEye. Was it GoldenEye Reloaded on the PS3? I think it was on the Wii as well. It was originally on the Wii. Yeah, it feels like 007 GoldenEye Reloaded. That shooting, that quite unsatisfying shooting. You know, it's not like, you know, Quantum of Solace or 007 Bloodstone. The shooting feels quite unconvincing. You know, it just doesn't feel satisfying shooting people. You know, you've got the exact same like map layout as GoldenEye, and they've added these stupid little puzzle things which I hate. I just don't think they're good, guys. They slow the tempo down. I just don't like them. I think they're quite annoying. I would say they're annoying more than anything else. And if they do that throughout the whole game, that's going to get boring and repetitive really quickly. You know, it really is, guys. You know. And I really wanted to like this because it's like got Goldfinger, like Moonraker. You know, I've never seen Moonraker, but it's like got Goldfinger dying every day, License to Kill, it's like the Man with the Golden Gun, I think, as well. So it's got like, you know, those classic James Bond movies. You know, and it really got my attention. You know, that's why I wanted to play it. You know, to relive some of those Bond, you know, classic Bond moments and locations and things. But why add so many puzzles? It's just silly. I just don't like it, guys. You know, I like the game. Don't get me wrong. The game feels, you know, quite decent. But just strip away all those puzzles. It's just not needed, or at least give you an option whether you want to do the puzzles or not. You know, because I don't think they're needed, guys. And like I say, slow the tempo down of the game, and quite annoying, to be honest. But 007 Legends, apart from that, it's a decent game. I'm not going to say it's brilliant, but it's decent. Oh, here we go. No, I'll leave them till the end. The two games that I've not played, I'll leave them till the end. So we'll go with this one now. It's Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Now, if you've known me for a while, been following a lot of my videos, you'll probably know that I absolutely loved Red Dead Redemption. I thought that was an absolutely fantastic game. Great characters, you know, with John Marston. Basically, the characters in the game I thought were really good. And, you know, most of them were really likeable. From this, it seems it's a bit silly. It's a bit silly, the storyline. I'll give you a little bit of spoiler, guys. At the beginning, John Marston, his wife and his son turn into zombies. And what you do is you've got to hog tie them and put them in the bedroom. So you like hog tied your wife and your son. And you're out there going to look for a cure to cure the zombie infection so you can turn your wife and son back to normal. For me, it seems it's quite silly. You know, once they're zombified, there's no going back, is there? You know, you don't hear people turn into zombies then turn back into human beings, do you? No, you bloody blow their heads off and hope they don't come after you again. But yeah, it's a bit silly, the story. So I'll give it negatives for that. A bit silly, but it's a spin-off game. You know, it's supposed to be like Red Dead Redemption, but it's with zombies and bats and scary things. But yeah, apart from that, guys, gameplay is just the same as Red Dead Redemption, so that gets a thumb up. Great gameplay. Obviously, riding horses and that, as always, is really fun. And yeah, just bombing, decapitating the undead, blowing their heads off with shotguns is actually quite satisfying. So it gets a negative for the story being a bit silly, but you know, it's still funny. It's still funny. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. So far, it seems quite good. I think I've said that about all these games. Seems quite good. Next one's quite interesting. Is that game Hunted: The Demon Forge. Now, I had absolutely no idea what kind of game this was, but it seems to be another one of those like 3D adventure RPGs, and it seems quite good. I can't remember their bloody names, but the interaction between the two main characters is actually really good. You know, it's funny. You know, they're like always disagreeing, always arguing, always making silly jokes, and for me, characters like that really work. You know, kind of reason why I liked Enslaved Odyssey to the West so much, because the character interaction between them was really good. How they hated each other at the beginning, but then, you know, as the game went on, started to get closer and closer. But these two characters seem really good as well. You're fighting like skeletons and these stupid little spidery scorpion things. I don't know what they are, bloody. I don't know. It's like arachnids, but it's not arachnid. It's something else. But anyway, the guy hates bugs. Anyway, he tells her all the time, "I hate bugs." You know, it's funny. You know, it seems one of those games that it's quite humorous with you know, character dialogue. Gameplay, I would say, is not too bad. A bit laggy at times. The frame rate drops quite a bit at times. But I'm not gonna say it's gonna be an absolutely fantastic game. But you know, so far I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game for what it is. A lot of people actually say this game's one of those like hidden gems. You know, quite underappreciated. Not that many people have known about it or played it. But for me, guys, so far, first impressions are it's actually quite enjoyable. So definitely gonna give that one a thumb up. So down to the last two that I've not played yet. So I've got reasons, guys. The first one is Mass Effect 3. Now the reason why I've not tried this is because I don't want to play through this game at the moment. That's basically the only reason. You know, you might be thinking, you know, what about all these other games that I've played? You know, I've put half an hour into Mafia 2 and stuff. You know, why bother playing them if you don't plan on playing through them at the moment? Because I can't play through all these games at once. But the reason for Mass Effect 3 is because I know what to expect from a Mass Effect game. You know, I've completed Mass Effect 2. For me, Mass Effect, it's one of those games, it's kind of like Dragon Age and stuff like that, Fallout. It's a game that I want to start only if I'm going to, you know, put this as my main priority. You know, if I start playing this and go into other games, I'll end up, you know, forgetting what's happened in the story in like Mass Effect 3. And that will end up, you know, putting me off, you know, playing the game again. You know? Just trying to get back into it again. I'll end up going to other games and then just totally forgetting about it, you know, for God knows how long. So that's basically the reason why I've not started it yet. Because I know what to expect from Mass Effect after playing Mass Effect 2. And I only want to start this game when I plan on playing through it as my main game. You know, to play through it. I've got too many games going on at the moment with like Far Cry and stuff. And a lot of these other games here I want to complete as well before this. But yeah, I'm going to keep it and definitely going to play through it at some point. So that's my reason for that. And the last game we have is SOCOM Special Forces. Oh dear. So you may or may not know, you probably will know if you're a gamer. At Christmas time, on Christmas Day, both PSN and Xbox Live both got hacked by the Lizard Squad. So for me, that's actually, you know, quite a, what you could say is quite a good time for them to actually target it. Because there's going to be loads of people getting new consoles for their Christmas. Kids are going to be over the moon, ecstatic. They're going to have sleepless nights waiting for this new console. And when they finally get it, they're going to be dying to play Call of Duty Online or Battlefield Online, or you know, they're going to just want to start up their Xbox One, and they're not going to be able to do that because it gets hacked. Because it got hacked, and basically the online was down. I think, I don't know, Xbox Live was down for like 12 hours or something, and PSN was down for God knows, like 2 or 3 days. I think it was something ridiculous like that. So yeah, I would say they picked a successful time. You know, kids are crying their eyes out, not being able to, you know, play online games and things. You know, or start their Xbox One, because Xbox One has to be connected to, you know, the online servers to even start the console. So yeah, they picked a successful time. And because of you, Lizard Squad, because of you, I couldn't play SOCOM Special Forces. I couldn't play this game. You know, yeah, I shed a few tears. I did. I shed a few tears. You know, I didn't want to play Far Cry 4. I didn't want to play most of these games. I wanted to play bloody SOCOM Special Forces online. You know, this was the highlight of my Christmas. And it's not really. But yeah, guys, it doesn't. This game's actually required to play. You know, it actually requires an online connection to even play the game, which I had absolutely no idea. You know, I've had a sneaky suspicion, but I thought you could still play it single player. I mean, it says nowhere in the box. It says nowhere in the box that PSN is actually required to play this game at all. So yeah, it doesn't say, guys. Network features, it should say network features required, but it doesn't, guys. It doesn't say that. So it says it's got a single player. Look at this, folks. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I've lost it, folks. Yeah, look. Immerse yourself in 14 cinematic single-player assault and stealth mission, fighting as your local special forces. Yeah, single player, but you have to be online to play. So for me, I didn't get to play that on Christmas Day because it got hacked and I couldn't play it. And boom, I don't care, to be honest. I'm probably not missing much, to be honest. I'm a bit pissed off the fact that it doesn't say anywhere in the box that, you know, PSN is actually required. You know, I couldn't like install a patch so I could actually play the game. That was what I was asking for. I was asking for a patch to play the game, and you know, I couldn't download the patch, so I couldn't play single player or couldn't play it at all, which is just bloody stupid. So yeah, guys, yeah, that is based on my thoughts on the games that I got for Christmas. Hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you on a minute where I put these games in order on, you know, by how much I've enjoyed the games. Right then, folks, I'm ready to put these sons of bitches in order. So I thought I'd do it like this, so it's not scripted bullshit. I've not got it all scripted. I'm just gonna really just do it on camera. Why not? SOCOM's gone. Mass Effect 3's gone because not played them. Without further ado, Far Cry 4. Boom, right at the top. 007 Legends, I'll probably put that near the bottom. Naughty Bear, probably near the bottom. That, probably near the bottom. That, middle, I would say middle. That, probably near the bottom. That, probably middle. That, middle. That, probably middle. That, I would say definitely middle. That, middle. That is probably near the top, actually. That would be near the top. And that would be middle, I think. So, out of these games, I'd probably say Dirt, and then Red Dead Redemption, just for the fact that I've played Dirt Showdown more. So, and I've really enjoyed it. So, I'll probably put it in that order. Right, I'll probably put Mafia 2 before Hunted. Hunted or Darksiders, I'd probably say Darksiders. Darksiders or Mafia 2, probably Mafia 2. So I'll put that there. Demon Forge or the Saboteur? Probably the Saboteur. Saboteur or Darksiders? Probably Saboteur, actually. I'll put that there. Just after Mafia, I would say. I actually need to move these further along, folks. On that little room. Yeah, there we go. So that's all so far. Demon Forge, Hunted Demon Forge or Ridge Racer. I'd probably put Ridge Racer above that, yeah, definitely. I'd probably put it just behind Red Dead, actually. Yeah, I'd put it there. I'm quite biased towards racing games because I really enjoyed racing games. Out of these games, I'd probably say Hunted, actually. Quite surprised with that. I'd put it after Darksiders. It's not. I wouldn't say it's better than Darksiders. So far, out of those two, probably Saints Row, just after Hunted. So that should be better than these games, going by my work, going by the way I've put things. Yeah, I would say it's better than that. I would say it was better than that. Better than that. And yeah, definitely better than that. Yep, so I'm going to put Demon Siege 3 there. Starting to run out of room, folks. I'm going to have to start climbing pillows. Out of these, I would say... Probably that, actually. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas, putting that there. And then I think I'll put Naughty Bear there, climbing the pillow. And out of these two, with these two, yeah, probably that. Yeah, we're going with that, folks. So, ready for it? Oh, we'll do it this side actually. We'll count up. We'll count up. We'll do it the good way. How many have we got anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14! There guys, on with the show! In 14th place we've got 007 Legends. In 13th place we've got Midnight Club Los Angeles. In 12th place we've got Naughty Bear. In 11th place we have got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas. In 10th place we've got Demon Siege 3. In 9th place we've got Saints Row 2. In 8th place we've got Hunted the Demon Forge. In 7th place we've got Darksiders. In 6th place we've got The Saboteur. 5th place we've got Mafia 2. In 4th place we've got Ridge Racer Unbounded. In 3rd place we've got Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. In 2nd place we've got Dirt Showdown. And number 1, Far Cry 4. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed that. I know it's a bit dramatic to do it that way, but anyway guys, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this list guys. If you've played any of these games, you know, let me know. You think that game's crap? Do you think that game's the best game ever made? You know, just Naughty Bear's falling asleep. Yeah guys, just if you agree with anything that I've done here, if you think Far Cry 4 should be top of the list, let me know. Do you think those games are too high up? Do you think those games are too low down? Again, most of these are just first impressions, you know, so don't judge me on it. Anyway guys, hope you've enjoyed this guys, and I will catch you all in the next video. See you guys, thanks for watching. May Pagan's light shine upon you all.